Welcome to Carriage House Conversations. We're in the same clothes because I'm doing it again. Um, we are here. This is such a treat. We're here with an actual bride. This is Lindsay, Lindsay Duhaine.
Yeah.
Her maiden name was Bastian. She got married in October here at the barn. So for all of you people who are considering getting married here with us or are planning on getting married here with us, this will be great for you so you can learn all about leading up to the day, what happens on the day of, what we take care of, what you take care of, all of that sort of thing. So thank you for taking the time to chat with us today.
Absolutely.
Lindsay, how far in advance did you book your wedding?
I booked in, I think it was either August or September of 2020, and we got married in 2022.
So you really planned ahead.
Yes, I planned very much ahead so I could get everything planned and ready to go by the time October rolled around.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to your wedding, what did you do first? What wedding gown, bridesmaids? Like, what was your plan of action?
So first, after Anthony proposed, we found a venue. Then after, we found Herman and Luther's.
How many venues did you look at?
We looked at 2, Herman and Luther's, and then
Beep.
and we toured one other place. But after we toured this place, my mind had already kind of been made up. So it was very nice. So after we booked, then I sent out my bridesmaids proposals, which were cute little boxes that kind of like popped the question to them. And then after that, I was kind of at a standstill for a while because we were so far ahead. So then after that, I went wedding gown shopping, found my dress with my best friend, my sister-in-law, and my mom. And then not too long after that, I found out I was pregnant.
Oh my gosh!
So we bought the dress, and my mom told me, you better not get freaking pregnant. And she jinxed it. I got pregnant, but I still fit in the dress, so everything was perfect.
Oh, and now she has little Teddy.
Yes. Teddy is 8 months old now. So.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, it's great.
But you did something really cool with your invitations and save the dates.
Yeah, so they were the most important part for me because I wanted something that like my guests could look at and really be like, wow, this is really special. I wanted the venue, both the carriage house and the barn, to be a part of my invitation and save the dates. So I sent over to Hand Painted Weddings. I sent her over pictures of both, and my save the date had the carriage house painted right on the front of it, and then our invitations had the barn venue right on the side. So when people came here, they were kind of surprised because they were like, holy crap, it looked so similar to what she had painted.
They were hand painted. They were beautiful.
Yeah, they were. And they were a huge part because I wanted, when Katerina, my photographer, when she took our photos, I wanted the save the date and the invitation to be really special. And they were beautiful. She painted the sunset in it to kind of match our colors of what I had chosen, so they fit the theme perfect. It was very nice.
It was so pretty.
It was.
How many bridesmaids and groomsmen did you have?
So I had, I think in total 8 bridesmaids, including my junior bridesmaid, who was my niece, and then Anthony had 8 in total with a junior groomsman who was his brother.
And where did you get married? I mean, like on the property. Where did you get married? I remember where you got married.
We got married on the patio. It was beautiful. We got married, and right from there it went to cocktail hour. So everything was set and ready to go. And I think our guests really appreciated that because they didn't have to go anywhere. They didn't have to stress about where they were going to go next. And all the benches were set up, so it was very nice for Anthony and I. After our family photos, we walked right back over. And people were scattered everywhere, so we got to walk around and say hi to everyone who was there, and it was beautiful.
Did everybody hoot and holler when you walked back in the cocktail hour?
I think everyone was so busy doing different things. Like, there were people at the bar, then there were people getting apps, there were people sitting down. So, like, we came back in right by where apps were, after we took some photos. So there were some people who were there, and they were really excited to see us, especially our friends from college. I don't remember like a huge people making a huge deal until we did our grand entrance into the barn for reception.
What was your wedding date?
October 29th, 2022.
What was the weather like?
Gorgeous. It had rained all week. I was so nervous, and the day of, the sun was shining. It was so beautiful out. We couldn't have asked for better weather.
What did you do for rehearsal dinner?
We went to Bald Bird's Brewery in Jersey Shore because a lot of Anthony's groomsmen were not from the area, so I wanted to give them kind of like, and his family are not from the area, so I wanted them to be able to see different parts of central Pennsylvania that they might not have ever been to before. So we went all the way out to Jersey Shore. It was beautiful. We had so much fun. Yeah, it was nice.
Bald Birds is nice.
Yes, it was very nice. Very nice.
Is there anything you would change about your day?
Honestly, no. Everyone always asks that question, what would you change? And there wasn't one thing I would change or one thing that I would do different. Because when you choose to get married here, they take care of everything. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about, if your ceremony, if you have to go anywhere else, you can do it all here. So we didn't have to worry about anything. Everything was taken care of. And it went so smooth. I literally could not have asked for a better day.
Nice and relaxing. That's what I always try and say to people. It's so relaxing being here.
We had one thing go wrong. The strap on my niece's gown broke off, but my mom fixed it and it was fine. There was no other concerns, and I really wasn't even worried about that.
So you came here at 9 o'clock in the morning, hair and makeup.
Yeah.
They come here.
Yeah, we got ready in the carriage house. And everyone is so worried because they come in and like the space doesn't look too big, like where you're getting ready, but there were 10 of us and there was so much room. We actually had the boys get ready at our house for the day, during the day, so that way I didn't have to worry about Anthony seeing me. So then they came over probably 45 minutes before our first look so they could get dressed, they could take pictures. Yeah.
We've had people do that too, where the girls will get ready in the morning and take up the whole space and use both bathrooms. Then the guys maybe come at noon.
Yeah.
Because the guys aren't getting ready. The guys aren't doing hair and makeup. So, they don't need to be here first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
If they are, it's okay. I mean, they can close that door or whatever. But, yeah, we've had people do that too.
Yeah. It was really nice not having them here because when they showed up, they were causing a ruckus.
As they'll do.
Yes. Yeah.
So you had breakfast in the carriage house, lunch in the carriage house.
Yes, the food was awesome. Yeah.
Mimosas.
We had mimosas. We had spike seltzers because they're my favorite. We had vodka for the boys, and then they also had a bottle of whiskey, I believe, that they drank completely.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
What did you have for dinner? Do you remember your menu?
Yeah, so we had the fried chicken and the tenderloin prime rib. And then we chose, since it was fall, we went with the seasonal veg, which was awesome, fried rice, and the mashed potatoes. And then we had the mixed green salad, which was really good too. And I went to college. Anthony and I both went to college at a culinary school. So we were kind of nervous with all of our friends coming in from college because they're big foodies, we're big foodies, but even our friends who work at like 5-star restaurants were like, this is some of the best food we have ever had.
Nice.
So it was really nice. Yeah, that was like also a big point was the food, and everything was flawless.
Aw, that's so good to hear.
Shout out to George.
Shout out to George. And John and
Yes.
and Jake.
Yes,
big part
all
of
the
it.
J's.
Yeah, all the J's. Anything else you want to add? Any hints, any tips you can give any of our brides?
Okay, so when I was touring venues, a lot of people were like, Herman & Luther's is so expensive, keep that in mind. But in total, we did all the math, my mom and I, when we sat down, and Herman & Luther's was the best price out of everywhere, with everything included. You do not have to worry about catering. You don't have to worry about alcohol. They have it all here. So that was the big draw to Herman & Luther's, was that we didn't have to worry about anything, bringing caterers. You know, some venues you have to get bathrooms. We didn't have to worry about any of that. There's even an elevator for your handicapped guests, so there's no concern with that either. And that's the appeal of this place. You don't have to do anything. So that's something to keep in mind when you're picking out your venue. It's a huge appeal to people. Go somewhere where everything is included, because then you really don't have to worry. So
yeah, I think a lot of times people feel like, oh, we'll do it at our house, or we'll do it at this place where we can set up the tables, we can bring in a caterer, we can bring in a bar, we can save money. But they don't think about, you still have to rent your tables, you still have to, you know, you need salt and pepper shakers, you need a bathroom, you need, you know, we're heated, we're air conditioned, we do all of this. So when you do figure out your money, our price is really good.
Yes,
It is really
so
good.
And another thing, when you're choosing your vendors, doing it yourself is great, but it's going to cause you a lot of stress the day of your wedding. So when we were choosing our vendors, we always opted for them to come set everything up and for them to kind of take care of it, because that was one less thing that me, my mom, my bridesmaids, even Anthony, they didn't have to worry about any of that because we had our vendors come set it up. I mean, doing it yourself is great if you can and you like doing it, but if you have the option, pay your vendors to do it for you because it's way less stressful. And I enjoyed my day 100 times more because I didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in the long run, when you think about that and you look back at that, the fact that your parents didn't have to stress out and run around and do anything, or your bridesmaids, and you guys really got to enjoy the day and be together.
Yeah, I mean, we set up our decorations, but you have to do that anyways here. But we didn't have too much because the venue itself is so beautiful. You walk in the barn and the lights are set up. Everything is so gorgeous. So it's even minimal decorations as well. More so just figuring out, like, if you want colored table runners on your tables. But like I said, if you hire your vendors to do those things, Carrie from Hometown Floral came in and she set up everything for our florals. She brought my bouquet into me. She brought everything in here, so I didn't have to worry about anything. Nittany Entertainment did the entertainment for the day, so they came in and took care of everything. So I really didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
So it was very nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer some fun questions if you don't have anything to add?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
You can hold the cup.
Okay.
That's your serious face.
It is. Are you a planner or spontaneous? Well, if you ask my husband, I'm a planner. I'm very crazy. I like everything to be perfect, and I was very much a planner for the wedding. But I would like to say that I'm a little bit of both. It kind of depends what we're doing. Like, if we're planning a date night, I would rather it be spontaneous. But if we're planning vacation, everything has to be planned. So, you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here we go. I saw this one. I want this one. Best Halloween costume you've ever worn. So in college, Halloween weekend is very important. So Anthony and I met in August, and then that October we dressed up as Jenny and Forrest Gump for Halloween. And it was awesome.
Do you have pictures of that?
I think I do.
Oh, I think I do.
And it was right when we first started dating, too. I made him do it. What is something that is popular now that annoys you? Oh, gosh. I don't know. I guess, like, my niece is 11, and she's very big into TikTok, very big into Snapchat, but one thing that very much annoys me that she does is, like, I think every day I go on a social media platform and she's like, ask me questions, do this, do that, ask me this, ask me that. I'm bored, and I'm like, oh, well, go do something else instead of having people ask you the same questions every day. What do you bring with you everywhere you go? Chapstick.
Oh, okay.
Everywhere I go, I always have a chapstick or a lip gloss. What is the best gift you ever received? Well, one that was actually really sentimental for me. On my wedding day, my Aunt Pam made me this pin that went on my bouquet. And it had pictures of my great grandmother and my grandmother who had passed. And then she put little charms on it to represent me. So there was like a princess crown, a key, because those two are kind of like the key to who I am now. And it had a bunch of different charms on it. And I still have it. It's in the kitchen. It's hanging up. Thanks, Aunt Pam. It's the best gift I ever got.
That's sweet.
It was. What makes you laugh out loud? My son right now, because he's 8 months old. So he's babbling, talking. And it really makes my husband mad that he says mama all the time. So that really makes me laugh.
Has he said dada yet?
He has, but it's primarily just mama.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yes.
All right. I only got a couple left, I think. What do you do to unwind? I like to read, but I don't really do it too often because I'm always so busy with my son right now, because I went part-time at work so I could be at home to take care of him more. So I don't really do too much to unwind. If you could pick any celebrities to be your parents, who would you pick? Oh, goodness. Mom, Dad, I hope you're not watching. I love you a lot, okay? I wouldn't pick anyone else. Oh my God, I can't think of anyone right now. Okay, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, because they're cool parents. They're cool parents. Okay, last one. What is the first thing you notice about people? Their hands. And I laugh because when I met my husband, it was the first thing I looked at was his hands. Are they dirty? Are they clean? Do you have dirt under your fingernails?
Yeah, I see that though. I love Scott's hands.
Yeah, it's the first thing I notice. Your hands. So keep them clean, because I will be judging you if they're dirty.
Keep them clean. Keep them clean, people.
Yeah, keep them clean. All right.
Very good. So, anything else? You good? Anything you need to say about Herman and Luther's, your wedding day?
It was incredible. It was the best day of my life. I tell people that consistently. There's nothing I would change, nothing I would do different. And if you even have a question in your mind about where to go to get married, please reach out to Becky, because everything here is literally perfect.
Well, you were a perfect bride also. We loved having you. We loved your family. I loved your mom. It was a great day.
And get a photo booth. And then make the staff at Herman Luther's get in the photo booth so you can have pictures of them.
Yeah, and we still have them hanging up in our kitchen too. Yeah, that was a good day.
It was.
Yeah. So that was nice having you here and talking about your wedding. I'm sure everyone's going to appreciate that little inside information.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lindsay.
No problem.